Hello Guardians, it's G10 coming at you with another Legend Lost Sector tutorial, and today we've got diamond hands because we've made it to the moon. That's right, we're going to be tackling the K1 Logistics Legend Lost Sector, and I do apologize that this video is a little bit late, but I've been trying to figure out a fast, safe way to do this Lost Sector, and it's honestly a pretty tough one. I've had a very rough go of it. If you want a fast Legend Lost Sector to farm, well, sorry to say, but this ain't it, Chief. Actually, you can pretty much skip all of the Legend and Master Lost Sectors on the moon if you're just looking for quick and easy farming runs. But nevertheless, I'm going to take you through how I do this Legend Lost Sector on my Warlock so that if you really want to try it out, you'll have a little bit of knowledge on how to keep alive in this one. So, for the setup, I really struggled to test out a bunch of different loadouts, but this is what worked the best for me. So I'll be running top 3 Void Walker with Scatter Grenade and Healing Rift. This is because there's a void damage burn on this Legend Lost Sector, and Slova Bomb is a great nuke to nearly one-phase the boss with. For weapons, I'll be running the Night Watch Scout Rifle in my primary slot. Yes, the very same Night Watch you get from the New Light questline. It's still very usable, and if I'm not running Deadman's Tail because I have another exotic weapon on, 99% of the time I'll probably be running the Night Watch. For my energy weapon, I'll be running Tiku's Divination, which you can get from the Season Pass. If you still don't have this weapon, you better get this step in since Season of the Chosen is coming to a close in less than a week. Well, G10, why aren't you using the Imperial Needle? Well, even if there is a void damage burn in this Lost Sector, which is really good for the Imperial Needle, there are a bunch of very annoying shanks with solar shields. And since Legend Lost Sectors have match game on, other energy types will struggle to get past them, but Tikus will reliably one-shot these little flying annoyances. For my heavy weapon, I'll be running this Bad Omens with Tracking Module and Cluster Bomb, which makes the rockets both track their targets and explode into a bunch of smaller bombs on impact. It's just a really good role for an aggressive frame rocket launcher such as the Bad Omens. Finally, for my armor, I'll be running the Controverse Hold with the Anti-Barrier Scout Rifle and Overload Bow mods as per usual, because I do like using my Scatter Grenade a lot when I play Warlock, but you can do this without any exotic armor pieces. You can do this with just your standard legendary armor. Now, this Lost Sector does take a little bit longer to clear than usual, but there is a secret emblem you can get, and I'll show you how to get it after I show you my full run. So stick around, and without further ado, let's get into K1 Logistics. Alright, so for K1 Logistics, my main weapon will be the Tiku's Divination. Its AoE is just so useful, but right off the bat you're going to be greeted with a Barrier Servitor. You may not want to take this long range fight because he does like to hide in the side, so you can't really shoot him that well. If he does though, if you can't take this fight, then just go over to the left side. There will be some mines. Just shoot at the top right one there. Explode everything. There will be some invisible marauders, but you can see them pretty easily, and you can take care of them with just 2 Tiku shots, or even a Tiku shot and a melee, if you want. They're fairly simple, but this whole Legend Lost Sector is just kill everything. You gotta actually kill everything to proceed, but once you've broken the barrier of the servitor, then you can just Bad Omens him, and he will be very low. Take him out with the Night Watch. There will be a few dregs right here, but the problems are going to be to your right, where the captain and a bunch of other dregs are. I just shoot them with the Tikus. It's not really a lot of trouble to me. The Tikus is just a very strong bow in PvE. It's so good. Even in PvP, it does 2-tap pretty reliably if you do get the unaimed and then aimed shot. I do miss my Bad Omen shot there, which is a little bit unlucky, but the captain, he does dodge out quite a bit. I don't like that personally, but it does make them harder to hit. It does make them a more challenging opponent, which we need quite a bit more in Destiny. If you don't feel my sarcasm, I'm going to tell you it's sarcasm. There are so many challenging enemies in Destiny, but I will just tag him with my scatter grenade. See, this is why match game is so hard to deal with if you don't have the proper setup, because he had an arc shield, but I wasn't able to really plow through it with my Tikus or really anything. But these guys though, they have solar shields. See, 2 shots with a Tiku unaimed, and it should just be 1 shot if you do aim the Tikus. There are a bunch of dregs on the backside there. You can just start picking them off. There is the Overload Captain there as well. Once you've taken care of quite a bit of them, these explosive shanks will spawn. Just take care of them after you do. There's the other barrier servitor. I'm just gonna tag it with a Void Nade just to try to get it to move a little bit. And there, it should pop its shield. Once its shield is down, another Bad Omen shot should take it out. You gotta be careful because you're gonna get flanked by dregs on your right side, like this guy. Sorry, he's a Vandal actually, so he does hurt quite a bit more than a dreg. But just Tikus him down, and then all you have to worry about is this Overload Captain. This guy you don't even have to get close to. You can just spam Tikus at him and he will die eventually. You can Bad Omens him if you want, but I just chose to Tikus him down because that does keep him from healing quite a lot. But yeah, if you leave him alone, if you don't damage him for too long, he will heal all of his HP back. And I did take out quite a chunk there, but as you can see, after just a couple of seconds, he's already pretty much back to full health, and I have to do the entire process all over again. This is why Overload champs are very annoying, and if you can take him out really quickly, then by all means you should. But that is going to be the second to the last champion. Well, sorry, not the second to the last. This guy will be the second to the last champion that we have to deal with. Another Overload champion at the end of this hallway right here, which is full of wretches and dregs. Just take him all out with Tikus. You can take this guy out with Tikus as well. The explosions in the small hallway are just very, very effective, but I do use my Bad Omens there. It does kill him and melee this guy down. That should be it for that guy. The last champion will be a barrier servitor right after here, and sometimes I do get surprised by those guys. There will be 3 dregs at the end right there before you get into the actual boss arena. And as you can see, there is a boss, but he does have a shield on him. You have to kill a lot of ads first before you're able to really get that shield off of him. And this is why this Lost Sector can be a little bit tedious, a little bit tough to do, because you really have to kill everything. Unlike the Veles Lost Sector the Veles Labyrinth Lost Sector that I covered yesterday, there are no skips here. You have to really kill everything. And I mess up here because I don't have my Night Watch up to take down that shield, but as soon as the shield is down, I see that there is a Vandal hassling me, so I take it out while it's unshielded by the barrier servitor. But I do start flinking away at it once again, and really, this Lost Sector is all about patience, because if you stand in just the right spot, you really can't get hit by a lot of things here. And most Lost Sectors, the concept of surviving the boss is just staying back away from the boss arena and flinking away at them from really where they can't reach you, but you can still get a clear line of sight on them. So I'm just gonna keep flinking away at this barrier servitor, but this is going to be the last champion that we really have to deal with in order to get the platinum rewards. I'm just waiting for its shields to go down one more time. I don't have any more Bad Omen rocket launcher shots, so I'm just going to blink away at it until I can finish. Press G, there it is, it's gone, and that will cause a bunch of shanks to spawn, which is very annoying, so you really have to get back into cover. I did take care of a couple of them. There is a Nightmare Shank, and that's another thing. The Lost Sectors on the moon, they are very tough because there are Nightmare ads, and they're just a pain to deal with, especially if you're not wearing the Dreambane armor set, which, it's 2021, guys. The Forsaken expansion was forever ago. You really don't need, I don't see anybody wearing the Dreambane armor sets anymore, unless you really want to main the moon for some reason, which, you know, I wouldn't understand that. There's so much other great content, but I digress. You will take out a bunch of them, but as soon as the boss starts shooting at you, that's when you know that you can start damaging it. I have a Slova bomb ready. There it is. I'm just gonna send it out, and it will take down 2/3 of its health. It will teleport to the left side. Now here on the left side, once it does teleport there, a bunch of ads will get dropped down from that dropship. Just take care of them with Tikus. Those captains with shields are a little bit annoying, but you really don't have to deal with them realistically if you don't want to. You can start plinking away at the boss with your Tikus, with your Night Watch from here, but I do have a Bad Omen shot, and there is some more heavy ammo, so I'm just gonna send a shot on over and duck back in because I know that it will cause the boss to get over there, but I do die here. I'll cut it. So yeah, I'm alive once again. And yeah, I have my Bad Omens ready. This should be the final shot to end the boss. Now there will still be a lot of ads, but once you kill the boss, you can just rush over to the boss chest. Well, that's gonna be it. That's the boss, and you know, it's a little bit of a longer lost sector, and running to this chest, you might die, but I do survive. I slide in, and that's gonna be it. The time is 7:59, just shy of 8 minutes. So that's going to be it for the K1 Logistics Legend Lost Sector. Now you can get a secret emblem thanks to NASA's Lunar Polar Hydrogen Mapper, or Luna Map, which will be launching this year. Of course, in the Destiny universe, hundreds if not thousands of years have already passed, so this probe has already crash-landed onto the moon, conveniently, right here in the K1 Logistics boss arena. If you haven't gotten this secret emblem yet, all you have to do is go over to this building, which will be on your right if you're just entering the boss arena, jump on top of the roof, and examine the crashed Luna map. I already have this emblem, so it's not popping up for me, but if you don't, an interact button prompt should pop up and you'll get the emblem. If you guys liked this video or found it useful in any way, shape, or form, please do consider leaving a like or comment on the video, as well as maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I will be covering every Legend Lost sector as it comes into rotation, even with Season of the Chosen coming to a close soon. If you guys want to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch, all 3 links will be in the description below. As always, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Happy Guardian Games, and go Hunters.